Sandra Bartlett, welcome to the Speakers Tribe Conference 2020 in the Gold Coast, Australia. We are here today on Speakers Tribe TV, the pilot project. I'm so honored to have you as one of my first few guests. Thank you for spending the time with me. Sandra, you are a cool confidence coach, and I know that your passion comes from within in terms of helping others to find their voice. Please share with us a little bit more about how you got to be Sandra Bartlett, and then what is the passion that you have that you want to share to the wider community out there.
Thank you, Grace, for the opportunity to be here with you. This is an amazing opportunity, so thank you. How did I come to be a cool confidence coach? I was involved in corporate land for quite some time, and then I was gifted the lovely gift of redundancy. However, just prior to that, I went in search of finding out where my voice was, because I felt I had lost my voice. In many years, I had given my decision-making power away, my ability to say yes to myself, to others. And I was at a point, a junction, a path, a crossroad, you might call it, in life, where I had the opportunity to step up, stand up, truly shine and take ownership of my voice. And that's how I discovered and became your cool confidence coach.
Very cool. So as a cool confidence coach, we've shared together in our conversations in the last few days, actually, we've shared a retreat together. You have behaviors that you cultivate, and I think this is in your book, that you teach people on what to really embrace in order for them to transition just like you did when you got that redundancy package. Can you share with me those 5 behaviors that
I would love to, Grace, love to. I've discovered that there is those 5 key behaviours. So there is the ability for you to embrace your courage to see where you're at right now, but most importantly identify to where you want to be in the future. Closely followed by your ability to commit to your own dream, to truly back what it is that you want from life, and to really become quite honed and focused in on that particular dream. Very next one is your ability to experience and to share, your ability to communicate, to be able to use your voice to truly ask for what it is that you might need for you to be able to create the success that you so desire. The next one is your ability to be compassionate. I see so many of us, not just women, but gentlemen and children as well, that can be compassionate to their friend, but they're not compassionate towards themselves. And that's displayed in the language that we use, the critical language that we use. And sometimes it's not even the language that we speak, it's the way that we hold our body or the way that we might look at ourselves. Yep. So that level of compassion is beautiful. But then the greatest one of all is your ability to be able to put all of those into alignment, and to look at your skill set, your beliefs, your standards, your values, those things that metaphorically and subconsciously hold you back. Push those out of the way and practice competence of all of those beautiful skills and truly step in to your cool confidence.
Awesome, that's beautiful. Competence is like sharpening the sword.
Yes.
And just really living the being, doing, having kind of life.
Walking the talk, they say.
Yeah. I love, so that was courage, commitment, communication to yourself, compassion for yourself, and competence. So really this would have been the things that you had to allow yourself to experience when you got that redundancy package, and explore who you really are. And it sounds a lot like self-love to me, isn't it? Before you can give love to others, you really got to have that courage to open it up and see what's inside, and commit to that fire in your belly, and communicate not just to others but to yourself. Hey, this is important, you and me and self. So
yes.
So how does it you're busy, I know that with Speakers Institute you have actually taken on a leg of Speakers Tribe as well.
Yes.
Which is the Speakers Tribe corporate, and like myself, you have corporate background, so I know what that's like, and it's part of your passion to educate people in the corporate world about finding their voice. Take us a little bit into the journey of the Speakers Tribe corporate, what that looks like, and how that can really benefit others who are out there that are looking to, perhaps they could be in the corporate world, as an entrepreneur, an influencer within the corporate, or in the corporate world and wanting to do something completely different. They could be in a space of transition and wanting a little bit of guidance. So how is the Speakers Tribe corporate going to benefit? the wider
Grace, we've
community?
got an amazing program that we've put together for corporate, and it's all about building the person within. For all those years that I was in corporate, I felt that I knew who I was. It wasn't until after corporate that I realised that I didn't, that I was wearing a persona that I thought I needed to wear to get to where I wanted to go. So this program is about helping people to understand and acknowledge they don't need to wear a persona. They just need to know and appreciate who they are and use their voice to truly gain clarity around what it is that they need from others to help them support the success that they're looking to get. Now, many of our young leaders have the technical side of their roles really put down, and they've got that all bedded away. Unfortunately, though, they don't have those soft people skills to say to their team and to grab hold of their team by their heart to bring them with them on the journey. And that's what this program is all about. It's about us as leaders recognising somebody else's strengths and us being prepared to be flexible in our own behaviours to allow that other person to shine,
Yes.
to genuinely shine and be able to use their voice to say to you, blah, 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 I need this from you so I can achieve this. And for us to be excited and grateful and embrace that journey for that other person as opposed to ourselves as leaders. And one thing that I really notice in that leadership role is that there is a lot of leaders out there that are so weighed down with stress, anxiety, self-doubt. One of the greatest fears of a leader is that I'm not good enough. Well, I'm all about busting that myth for our leaders, whether they're mid-level management leaders, whether they're executive leaders, whether they're world leaders. I want each and every one of us in that leadership role to know that we are worth it and we are good enough. And the other thing I use to support that, Grace, is I have a very firm belief that each and every one of us is a leader. Whether it's a leader of a family, leader of a community, leader in business, or leader of the world, we are all leaders. So consequently, we are all good enough to do exactly what it is that we so desire to do in life.
That's just beautiful.
It comes back to the courage, the commitment, the compassion, the ability to communicate it, and then the ability to be able to bring it all together and go for that line.
Wow. Yeah. Look, being a family woman like yourself, I am all about cultivating self-leadership because
Yes.
leadership is so important in order for us to succeed. We've got to be able to lead our own lives, and I thank you for everything that you share with me now and then also offline as we develop our friendship. But Sandra, before I let you go, there are so many women out there who would really love to. I would love for you to share with us. How do you just radiate sunshine and just love to everyone, and just you're always giving when it comes to just making the compassion that you have for others? I guess it's just really overflowing. How do you keep yourself centered and be there for us all the time? What's your practice?
Grace, I have a very firm belief that my smile is my responsibility. I'm the person that chooses to smile, and I'm the only person that can put a smile on my face. So each and every morning, I fill my own tank before I step out to fuel somebody else's tank. I treat myself like our motor vehicles. We service our motor vehicles, maintain our motor vehicles on a quarterly basis, on a daily, on a weekly basis. I do the same thing for myself. I am my vehicle. If I don't look after my vehicle does not take me to where I need to go, and it does not allow me to be the lady, the person that I want to be.
Wow.
So I look after me first, and although some people might say that's selfish, I look after me first. I fuel my tank, because then I walk out with a full tank. That gives me at least 50% of my tank I can give to somebody else.
Which you always do. I thank you for your generosity and for your time. Can't wait to continue this conversation offline. Thank you, Sandra, for your time today.
Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity. And remember, guys, your smile, it is your responsibility. Own it, wear it, and most importantly, share it.
Awesome. Thank you, Sandra.
Thank you.
Beautiful.